Hi, I'm reading to us today from Race Street Pier in Philadelphia, from the book Wheeler Lane by Julia Wendell. The piece is called Passion Baccarat. Though now I lay me down to sleep, but the blank page summons me from deep inside some half-dreamed dream. The wakeful bed holds us like a life raft, pushed and pulled by the pitchings of family life, holds the memory of an idling convertible, where we sat when we were young and just in love, waiting for the doors of the adult bookstore to open in a Midwestern town where night on night we invented ways of loving from the musty recesses of bars. It was your idea that I go in alone. You wanted me to be desired by other men, while I was 25 and needed to please. My feet were raw from their new high heels. I wore a slit leather skirt, a black feather boa, and a sprig of lilac you tucked behind one ear before I left you humming in the car. I browsed through magazines, put down one toy, toyed with another. A few men here and there threw me sidelong glances. I looked anywhere but back. At whatever I held in my hands, counting to 100. How long should I stay so I can leave? I asked the glossy breasts of one blonde, willing myself invisible to strangers. And then 10 years went by. You turned to me in sleep, throwing a familiar leg across my back. Remember the Mayan arches, towering over the worn and rutted dirt road that last year led us to the tip of the Yucatan? My desire is now like that. An excuse to spend some money on adornment when what is needed is a new road. We spent 4 dusty hours dodging potholes, our chassis banging the cratered road like wireless telephone poles of trunks of sickened palm trees with their mops of fronds fallen off, littered the coastline of Mexico. We bobbed our way through yet another arch, protruding from the hot sand, its entry, its exit, its frillwork and stonework and Baroque magnificence forcing us to look upward as we passed. What I want to tell you now, in a new hush of dawn, is that if I loved women, I'd love the soft ones, as Degas did, because I'll never look like them. 5'10", all straight lines and angles, my body by its nature refuses the caress. I wake each morning driven, not by arcs of passion, but by the bumps and potholes of family expectations. I wake troubled by the woman I've become, grown less sexual, but more self-absorbed. Less sexual, less willing to please, less willing to dawdle on frill work, on something which I wouldn't want myself. I'm not like the voluptuous dancers of Degas. I grow older. This is Wheeler Lane by Julia Wendell at Race Street Pier in Philadelphia.